So on guys, my name is Hayes and today we're going to be checking out Crypt's new song that just dropped literally 5 minutes ago. I just woke up for this, woke up early. Now, if you don't know, you should know who Crypt is. If you know who, look, you're on this channel reacting to Tom and Donald with me and if not, you should know who Crypt is. Like, come on. He's only like the god of YouTube ciphers himself. You know, one of the kings of the fast flow. He's not just a fast flow guy too, though. He can listen. If you haven't heard his song "Rapping from My," that's honestly one of my favorite songs from him. "Rapping from My Closet." His song on his album. I even have, dude. Hold on, I even have the Tales from the Crypt poster. Let me take a look. What's that? Tales from the Crypt from his album. Yeah, I bought the poster. And what? And what? So yeah, I think I know a thing or two about Crypt. Sorry, I look a mess. I just woke up. Woke up, down the protein bar for this. Let's just go ahead and get into this. His Us music video too, bro. He's just a dope artist, bro. Like honestly, you can react to. I'll react to him anytime he drops something on this channel. I would have reacted to his older stuff, but from before when I remember when the whole Dax beef was going on, but I wasn't on YouTube at that time, so. All right, here we go. Bad Friends. First and foremost, I've seen this girl before. Now, if you didn't see, I did react to Luke Gaughan's video. If you haven't seen it, God, I forget the name. But one of Luke Gaughan's newest music videos, this girl is in there. This is... Yeah, so I recognize her. She played like his ex or something.
2:30 in the morning and I get a text from my friend. She said I need you right now and I already knew what that meant.
Oh, 2:30 in the morning, I get a text from my friend. She said I need you right now. Listen, this is one of the main reasons why, like, dude, sometimes like I don't even go to sleep until like 2 or 3 in the morning sometimes. Because it's like, you never know like when you're gonna get that call from someone. And like I don't know. It's probably because, you know, when I was, you know, younger, dealing with like certain people, like that kind of like carried over to like now. You know, I'm 23 years old now. But it just having to just, you know what I mean, just stay up just wondering if someone's gonna need you or not. And I know that might not be like the healthiest thing, but I don't know. I try to, you know, be there, you know, when people need me, but yeah, bro. Sometimes you get those messages, sometimes you get those texts at you know, at times when, oh, he put a 4K? Okay. But yeah, sometimes you get those you know, those messages at those times and you got to be ready for it. Run that back.
In the morning and I get a text from my friend.
Don't sleep on like his cadence 2:30 in the morning and I get a text from her. Come on, don't sleep on that either. Hold on. Don't sleep on that.
She said I need you right now and I already knew what that meant. See, me and this girl, we think alike. Too many phone calls spent for me to know she's thinking about her life and how it's gonna end.
Oh my goodness, bro. I already know. Oh my God. I already know this piano, everything. This it's so beautiful. Crypt, you're doing your thing, bro.
We think alike, too many phone calls spent.
We think alike, too many phone calls spent. He already knows where she's going with this conversation because he's linked with this girl. He's so linked with this girl. Like he knows he's you ever just have that person? I know what that's like. Look, you just know what they're feeling. You know where they're going with certain conversations because you've been around them so long that you can just understand them. You understand them fully. You know what I mean? To a point where it's like when they're sad, you know, when they're mad, you know, when they're feeling a certain way, you know, and that's what he's talking about.
For me to know she's thinking about her life and how it's gonna end. See, on the outside we're happy and we show it to the world and we put on this fake exterior so the truth.
There's so many things to point out in this track. Did you hear that? Like that. I don't even know what that's called. I'm not a producer, but
on the outside we're happy and we show it to the world and we put on this fake exterior so the truth won't unfurl. But I know who she is, cause it's like looking in a mirror. All these smiles and cries for help and it couldn't be any clearer.
all these, bro. He's saying like on the outside we seem happy and all this and that. He said I would know because it reminds me of me when I look in the mirror. I'm the same way. All these cries for help. Oh my God, bro. I did not. I should have known.
Show it to the world, and we put on this fake exterior so the truth won't unfurl. But I know who she is, cause it's like looking in a mirror. All these smiles and cries for help, and it couldn't be any clearer. So
I'm sending this song to my boy immediately. Jeez, bro. Anyway, let's get back to this. So he said it couldn't be any clearer. Couldn't be any clearer. I know what it's like, bro. It's like looking at me when I'm going through these things.
I pick up the phone and call her as she answers through her cries. She's hyperventilating, telling me that
we have a beat drop in here too. Crypt, come on, bro. It's too early for all this, bro. I just woke up. I don't think I'm ready for this much heat right now. I'm not. I love it already. I love it. The way that beat came in. All right.
I pick up the phone and call her as she answers through her cries. She's hyperventilating, telling me that she wants to die. My heart starts to race and my thoughts begin to blur. We're 9 hours apart, but I'm seconds from losing her.
Ooh, we're 9 hours apart, but I'm only seconds from I don't know if he means like this could mean dang, that's like a double and because that could mean 9 hours like driving wise, they're so far away, or 9 hours like in terms of like a time zone. But either way, it's hard.
The race and my thoughts begin to blur.
But you already said when she said that, he said his heart begins to race and his thoughts begin to blur. That is what happens when you are about to lose something or someone that you care about deeply. You don't know you start to panic. It's like a panic attack. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what they're going to do because at any moment, and then your life starts to fly. You and them, all your moments together start flashing before your eyes, and you start to see like there could be no more of that in this moment because, going forward, because they might do something permanent.
We're 9 hours apart, but I'm seconds from losing her.
That's the bar of the song. We're 9 hours apart, but I'm seconds from losing her. That is hard, bro. Oh.
Try to calm her down and tell her what she means to me.
Facts.
Even though we're new friends, she's seen a side that no one sees. Told her listen to my breaths. I'm right here.
This song speaks. Oh my god.
Even though we're new friends, she's seen a side that try to calm her down and tell her what she means to me. Even though we're new friends, she's seen a side that no one sees.
Even though we're new friends, she's seen a side that no one sees. Even though, oh my god, I relate to this, bro. Even though we're new friends, he said, even though we just became friends, we haven't known each other for maybe too long, or it's like, golly, bro. I believe that, look, quality over quantity, bro. The quality of the time that you spend with somebody is way more worth it than the quantity, dude. I've known people for only a matter of months that I'm closer to and that I feel a stronger connection to the people that I've known for years. Like that's real talk right there, bro.
Told her listen to my breaths. I'm right here. Please breathe. You got so much left to do. Stay here. Don't leave. The cries got even louder as the breaths got short. I told her listen to my words as I fell down to the floor. Stay with me. I'm here. Let it out. It's okay. Just cry till you can't cry. No more tears down your face.
He's talking her through it. He's taking her through the regimen. He's saying, breathe, just stay with me, stay with me. He's trying to distract her from what's going on. Maybe not even so distract, but just to get her mind to a better place and bring her out of the darkness that she's in right now. He's trying to pull her to the light, back to reality and not go down so far under that you end up, doing something that you can't take back.
A couple minutes went by and the crying finally stopped, but not because she did, because the phone call dropped. I called her back quick, just hoping I'd hear hello, but I just kept.
Oh, dude. Oh, no. Freaking A, bruh. Come on, man.
Getting met with the sounds of those dial tones. I froze. What do you do in that moment? Do you call the police or do you hope that she's over it?
Oh my God.
A hold of her parents and tell them the situation, just so they can pull her from college and end her aspirations.
Oh, now he's. This is so tough, bro. This song is so like, it's, dude. And you wonder, like, I wonder why the song's called Bad Friend. When I look at it, I think like, is the song called Bad Friend because you feel like you didn't do enough to keep something from happening? You felt like you could have been there more. You felt like you could have, helped more. So you feel like a bad friend. So you feel guilty for what happened. Something along those lines. But this is just so tough because he's thinking like, oh, like, what do I do? Do I call her parents? Do I call the cops? He said, do I call her parents and have them pull her out of college and all her dreams and aspirations? But it's like none of that really matters if someone's gone and they can't have any more aspirations to fill anymore. So in this moment, I think the best thing is just to try and like get the help that needs to be done, regardless of what happens, because a person still being alive is better than nothing. Is better than a person being gone, forever. So
Leave it alone and hope it was just an escapade. Pray from a text from her in the morning saying that she's okay. Call anyone you know just to make sure that she's alive. Ignore it completely and pray to God that she survived. I let it go.
Oof, I like the rise in his voice through this whole like he's like building up. It's like building up like emotion because it's like building up the tension of the moment because he's saying, what do I do? Do I do this? Do I do this? Do I do that? And it's like
And saying that she's okay. Call anyone you know just to make sure that she's alive. Ignore it completely and pray to God that she survived. I let it go. She must have wanted to be alone. I guess that this was just another one of her episodes.
Or, but going back to the title, it's like regret that like he should have kept trying, and see, because he said I let it go. Maybe he feels he's bad for him because he shouldn't have let it go.
She never told no one about this depression she dealt with, and who was I to air out her secrets? That would be selfish. So
ooh, and who is I to air out her secrets? That would be selfish. Because when you have someone like this in your life, you don't want to like, because at the end of the day, like it's their business. You don't want to air out their business to everybody. You don't want to put out, all that to people. You know what I mean? So it's so tough, bro. It's so tough. But you want to help them at the same time. You want to help them get the help that they need, but at the same time, you don't want to embarrass them, or you don't want to like, you know what I mean? It's hard, bro.
So I lay down in my bed and I rested my head, closed my eyes and drifted peacefully to sleep. Then I dreamt that I would see her tomorrow and I would speak to her then. And
going back to that point of like it's not even embarrassing. Like that's the thing. Like if people think that, if you're going through something like you're weak or you're not, like, no, it's okay. You just need to get help. Like ask for help. It's not embarrassing. You know what I mean? It's not embarrassing to ask for help, to get help with something, because it's better to do that than end up dead.
And drifted peacefully to sleep. Then I dreamt that I would see her tomorrow and I would speak to her then, till I was woken to several missed calls and texts that she's dead.
Oh, brother. Look at his face. That's got to be... And this is coming from the heart. This is like I believe this happened to him, bro. Like this is Crypt raps from the heart, bro. Can you imagine that? Just waking up and to a bunch of missed calls and texts saying that your friend is dead. Like that they killed him. So like what do you honestly like thinking in that moment? Your mind must, bro. I can't, bro.
Tomorrow and I would speak to her then, till I was woken to several missed calls and texts that she's dead. My heart broke. She downed a bottle of pills. She took them shortly after our call and it felt surreal.
It's crazy that when he said that line, it almost felt like it came out of nowhere. It's like you didn't want it. You didn't expect it. You didn't it's like you did, but you didn't want it to. You didn't want him to say that. Like it's like when he was like, till I woke the next morning, but I didn't feel like that's what he was about to say. Like I didn't want it to be that's what he was gonna say. But it's like when he says it, it just hits you. You know what I mean? Like it hits you like he's trying to convey that feeling like through the video and through what he's saying. So he's trying to hit you with that, like with that feeling, like what if this happened to you, or can you remember a time where this happened to you? Like how did you feel? Like, you know what I mean? It's like reflecting through the video and his lyrics, that's amazing.
He was a friend of many, a student athlete at a school, a daughter, a sister, a very special jewel. At the funeral they told us that nobody had a clue, that they could have saved her life, if only that they knew. And if someone at the funeral had ever felt depressed, to get some help so that your face won't ever end up in the press. There wasn't a dry face.
God. It's just naming all the stuff that she was, all the stuff. She was a student, she was an athlete, she was a daughter, she was a friend, she was all this stuff. She was more than just, you know, this wasn't just any other person, you know. She was multifaceted. She did so many things. Oh my God. This reminds me of Joyner Lucas's song. I know Crypt is a fan of Joyner Lucas. Probably pulled a little bit of inspiration for this video, but Joyner Lucas's song Sorry, if you haven't seen it, a song with his friend who committed suicide, and he's walking up to it. It reminds me of the church scene in there. But this is a beautiful imagery. Like, but shout out to Crypt for this, bro. Like, and I know people might say, oh, you copied this. No, bro. Like, this is unique. This is a Crypt story. Everybody has a story, you know, regardless. Everybody has a story, regardless of, you know, pulling inspiration from here and here. Like, we're all going through something. Like, just because, like, in Joyner's song, you know, his friend committed suicide. Like, you think he's not the only one whose friends committed suicide before, but that was his story. That was in his words. Now this is Crypt's story. This is what he went through. That's the great thing about like rap. This is like poetry. It's unique. You get to put your story in your words, your experiences, and how you put them on the paper, and how you translate them into visuals, and how you translate them into like songs is unique from one rapper to the next. You know, I'm not sure one of these mumble rap, you know, there's a formula there. But anyway, yeah, so this video is just, it's amazing.
Very special jewel. At the funeral they told us that nobody had a clue, that they could have saved her life, if only that they knew. And if someone at the funeral had ever felt depressed, to get some help so that your face won't ever end up in the press. There wasn't a dry face in the room, only 22 years old, an entire life in front of her, and now she's laying there cold.
Oh my God, only 22 years old, a whole life in front of her, and not a...
The room, only 22 years old, an entire life in front of her, and now she's laying there cold.
Now she's laying there cold. All that life that she could have had, all that life that you know, she could have lived and done things with, like, is done.
If only I'd called someone, we wouldn't be here now.
Oh, and here comes the blame, the guilt. Yep. Because when you know, when these things sort of happen, you tend to, you blame yourself. You say, oh, what could I have done? What, you know, could I have done something more? Could I have helped out more? Could I have, you know what I mean? It's tough.
And nobody would be sad, and I wouldn't feel like I let her down. But that's not what happened, cause instead of going to bed, I called every person I...
Wait, what?
Like I let her down, but that's not what happened, cause now. And nobody would be sad, and I wouldn't feel like I let her down. But that's not what happened, cause instead of going to bed, I called every person I knew to check to make sure you weren't dead. I stayed up 7 hours praying every second of it, just hoping to get a text saying that you weren't heaven sent. But then I got it. You told me that I had no right, and blocked me on everything, and we ain't talked since that night.
Oh my God, you had us in the first half there, Crypt. Wow, I just went, wow, 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 wow. He said, but that's not what happened. Man, Crypt, you are a genius, bro. I was thinking, man, that's why. Dude, wow.
Was I a bad friend? Options? I had none. I guess I'd rather be a bad friend than a sad one.
Ooh. I'd rather be a bad friend than a sad... Bro, run that back. I cannot believe it, bro. He said, but that's not what happened. Dude, and I just got done talking about like how this is his story and it's different from like a Joyner's video and all that. That wow.
Feel like I let her down, but that's not what happened.
I really want to see the live chat, how they reacted to that. Dude, I want to see the live chat.
I wouldn't feel like I let her down, but that's not what happened. Cause instead of going to bed, I called every person I knew to check to make sure you weren't dead. I stayed up 7 hours praying every second of it, just hoping to get a text saying that you weren't heaven sent.
But you know what he said? I didn't give up. He stayed up. He called every single person. He stayed up 7 hours, bro. You know, because he, you know what? He thought that, look, you know, what are you going to do? What are you supposed to do? You're calling somebody and they're talking about this and that and all that and doing, you know, harm and all of a sudden the call drops, you try to keep calling back and you don't hear a response and you don't know what they're doing, bro. Like, what are you supposed to think? Can you blame him? You know? You can't blame him, dude.
But then I got it. You told me that I had no right and blocked me on everything. And we ain't talked.
You had no right.
Since that night, was I a bad friend? Options? I had none. I guess
Amazing.
I'd rather be a bad friend than a sad one.
Dude. So she didn't end up doing it, but oh my God. So all that what we just saw, all this was like, I guess all this was in his head. Because that's how, like, you go through all these thoughts in your head and you think about this. All you think about is this right here, them laying in a casket or whatever. But since it didn't happen and he stayed up, called people and to check on her. Look, oh, this is the new April 15th. Tales from the Crypt 2, yes. Oh, dude, I need a poster to go right above that one or below it. I can't wait for that album, dude. Might do a live reaction to that. Or just react to each of the songs. Most definitely, we're gonna react to that. Dude, this was amazing, bro. Oh my God, you really had us in the first half. That's the definition of you had us in the first half. Dude, let me tell you, it's like all of that, he pictured all of that happening, right? Because she's not responding, she's not answering, so you think like, oh my God, like, this is it. But I don't know. Oh my God, bro. I don't. That's incredible, man. That's incredible. Shout out to Crypt for another amazing track. We will be reacting to all of the Tales from the Crypt 2 songs on this channel. So I'm really looking forward to that. This video was amazing. Shout out to Crypt and everything he's been doing, especially everything he's been doing for people in the YouTube scene. You know, bringing people up, giving voices to a bunch of rappers that you know may otherwise have not heard of if not for the ciphers and all that. So yeah, I gotta think about that. That really brought me to a place, and I was really like, anywho, I'm gonna go make my breakfast now. I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, I'll probably upload this Sunday. But anyways, that's gonna be it from you guys. Hope you stay healthy and all that good stuff. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me, guys. As always, stay happy, hydrated, all that good stuff. Channel, new updated channel logo, overlays, all that coming soon, specific to the Hayes Nation. And yeah, I'm out. Peace.